Hey guys, as most of you already know, the golden spork knife has been solved. It's the final version of the golden spork, and we have been trying to test it the last couple of days to see how good it is. We came across some new information regarding what you have to do to actually obtain the spork knife. There's some steps that are not necessary, and it definitely makes this a lot easier to obtain. We also learned that there's some pretty bad news regarding this spork knife, and there were rumors that they didn't put it in because it had some bugs attached to it. Well, it looks like we have found several of those bugs, and they're pretty consistent every game. These bugs are very game breaking, and it makes the spork knife not obtainable. Like, you can't get it because you're gonna blue screen, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. But first I want to show you guys some new information that we have about the steps for obtaining this. There was one part where we thought you had to get 100 melee kills with the golden spork right in that little room with that tub I was just in, but that's not true. You can get the 100 melee kills anywhere on the map. And once you have the 100 melee kills, you're going to hear that sound go off, and then you can go back into that room with the tub and you'll see that it's turned red. Once you get the 100 melee kills, you can place the golden spork in the tub and continue on to the next steps. The next few steps are the same. Just go and collect the 3 stones around the map, place them in the traps, get the trap kills, and then you want to pick up the gems that are created in the traps, and all that is the same. Now this next part is not a changed step, but it's a step that glitches out, and we've had it glitch out over half of the time when we're trying to get the spork knife. We've gotten the spork knife like 4 times, and this part has glitched out 2 of those times. So it's about a 50% chance is what it's looking like. And it's the step that involves getting that golden nugget from the fast travel. And the problems we've had is that when we have multiple people trying to obtain this spork knife, there will be one person that absolutely cannot get that stone to come out of that fast travel. It seems like we can get 2 players to get the golden nugget to come out and they can pick it up, but the third person cannot get it. It either doesn't come flying out of the fast travel, or they can't find it on the ground and they can't pick it up. And this has always happened when we had 3 players trying to get this golden spork. The third player just couldn't get it. And that's just the start of the issues with this weapon. There's much worse issues that I'll show you guys, but this next part I want to show you is a step that has changed from the original video that I made. So once you have all the steps done up to the spork shank knife that you get out of the machine over there that you do the magma gat in, you place that spork shank knife back into the tub. And when this was originally found, we thought that you had to go get the acid gat and get a bunch of kills in the shower. We had thought that you had to get about 75 kills because once you did, the wash machine would buzz and go off. And this step is totally not necessary. Not really sure what's going on here. We're definitely going to check it out, but you don't need the acid gat, you don't gotta mess with anything in the shower, so just skip this step. The only thing you have to do in the last step is melee kill a warden right here in this circular part of the catwalk. Now we tried killing a warden on other parts of the map with melee. It doesn't work. The warden has to be here in the center of the catwalk. One thing I did test is if you could use the level 1 Ragnaroks with the melee button, and that does like a slam attack, but that does not work. You cannot use the melee button, and the level 1 Ragnaroks don't work for this. It's very possible that the katana will work because it's more of a melee weapon, and it's possible that a higher level Ragnaroks that do some different effects could work with the melee. We'll definitely be testing some of the other specials, and I'll keep you guys updated and let you know what works. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is a major issue with this weapon, and you're going to want to avoid it if you don't want your game to crash and get a blue screen. So the last couple of days we've been testing this weapon to see how good it is in high rounds and what's it like in the boss fight, and we were trying to get like everybody in the game to get it, but we noticed that when the second person went to that tub to pick the spork knife up, it blue screened and crashed the game every time. You can see right here, James, he was going to pick up his spork knife and he was the second player to try to get it out of the tub, and it blue screened. And you're seeing the perspective of Captain right here. He had already gotten it. We thought maybe that was just a fluke and it wouldn't happen again, but the next day we tried to do some more testing with it, and right here, Captain had the Spork knife, and I went to go pick it up out of the tub right there at that moment, and it crashed and blue screened the game again. Here's my perspective in that same game, and I go to the tub to get my Spork knife. I was all excited. I haven't even got to get this weapon yet because there's so many bugs, and yeah, it said connection interruption, and on his end, it was a blue screen. So if you're in a game and multiple people want to get this weapon, well, it's not going to work. You're probably going to end up with a golden nugget issue, and you're definitely going to end up with a blue screen issue when the second person tries to get it. Also, the Spork knife is completely useless. The golden Spork is just as powerful if you have the right perks set up, and this weapon takes so long to get, it's not worth it. It's easier to just go buy a perk that gives you the same strength of this Spork knife. But I'll make another video explaining all of that later on, but I hope this helped you guys out, and we'll see you next video.
Thank you for watching Glitching Queen's video. Hoorah!